Good morning, all of you. In today's session, we are going to start with CSIR NET GRF Chemical Science, June 2014, Part C, Series 5. This series consists of 10 questions ranging from 111 to 120. Earlier, we completed 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 academic year question papers of CSIR NET GRF Chemical Science, both the sessions including June and December question papers. All solved question papers are available on the channel called World of Competitive Chemistry. This kind of standard question paper discussion will fetching you towards competitive exam preparation and also any entrance examination if you are going for. And also, if you are aspirant of research in the chemistry field, it is also fetching towards that kind of your goal also, right? Let us start with our today's concept, CSIR NET GRF Chemical Science. Right? CSIR NET GRF Chemical Science, June 2014, Part C, Series 5 consists of questions from 111 to 120. Let us start with the question number 111. The major product formed in the following reaction. We are taking aziridine system. A three-membered ring with a nitrogen as a heteroatom is said to be a aziridine, and being it is a saturated, said to be aziridine system. And two carbon atoms are associated with ester functional groups, and nitrogen is enalkylated with the benzyl group. This is said to be a benzyl group, and it will be added with the triple bonded compound. So this diphenyl acetylene, what we can say, diphenyl acetylene is another reactant which to be added to aziridine system under thermal conditions. Let us see how the reaction proceeded and what will be the final product among all the given four options. For that purpose, we are taking a three-membered ring system called aziridine, and it can be treated with a thermal condition so that ring opening will be carried. Being it is a three-membered, always highly sterically strained one, whenever heated slightly, so ring opening reaction is possible, and you could have to achieve this negative charge and nitrogen being associated with lone pair of electrons, and those will be contributed towards the double bond, and here you will get a positively charged nitrogen. Being it is a quaternary, so positively charged nitrogen and carbene will be originated. So whenever bond is shifted, what you can say here, the positive charge on the carbon, negative charge on the another carbon will be there, right? So now you can say this is a kind of system 1,3 dipolar species. First position negative, second, third position also. So here you can find a two different poles at 1,3 position. Hence, it is a kind of system called 1,3 dipolar addition. So it will be added with another starting material called diphenyl acetylene. Being pi bond highly mobile in nature, it will be easily delocalized so that the bonded electrons will be delocalized towards one of the carbon. So this carbon will binds to a carbocation, and simultaneously negatively charged carbon of this dipolar ion will bind to the deficient center of this acetylenic carbon. So here there is a formation of a 5-membered ring system with a double bond in between these two carbons, and here one of the heteroatom. So 5-membered ring with the heteroatom is there. This is a kind of system. So what it resembles what? 5-membered system with nitrogen, so that you can say pyridine derivative, sorry, pyrrole derivative. But in case of this one of the double bond is short, hence you can say dihydropyrrole. It is a system with dihydropyrrole, means two hydrogens are excess. So when those two hydrogens removed, exactly it will become a pyrrole moiety, but two more hydrogens should be removed. So that's why you can say this is a dihydropyrrole system in benzylated. So nitrogen being added with the benzyl, and these two carbons are linked with the ester groups, and here we have two phenyl groups. So this is the exact stereochemistry of the final product, which is taken from the starting material aziridine. Under thermal conditions, it will be combined with the acetylenic moiety and yields a 5-membered ring system. That is exactly provided in the option number B. What happens if option number A, if we consider option number A, here you can see ester being it is a larger group, and both the esters, if inclined towards the VR, what happens? It will create the high steric strain in the molecule that will not permit the molecule to be a stable one. That's the reason why there should be the flexibility. One of the bigger group should be towards the VR, any other should be away from the VR with the dotted line bond. This is the exact stereochemistry, and that is available in the option number B. For question number 111, option number 2 is the correct answer. Let us move on to question number 112. It is a part of system where photochemical reaction got carried, and the correct combination of reagents for effecting following sequence of reactions, right? So here we are taking cyclic system with the conjugated diene. This is said to be a conjugated diene, 1,3 cyclohexadiene it is. 1,3 cyclohexadiene is the IUPAC name of the starting material, and A to be predicted. What is the suitable reagent can be added in order to achieve the compound? What is the compound? This is the adduct generated by Diels-Alder reaction. Obviously, when 1,3 butadiene kind of system is added with any dienophile, then there is a formation of adduct is possible. In order to get this adduct, we have to add oxygen double bonded one. That is nothing but molecular oxygen. Here is the molecular oxygen. Option number B, C, D. In all these oxygen, molecular oxygen was given, and one more reagent, that is rose bengal, was added. The purpose of rose bengal is the photochemical catalyst. It used to facilitate light irradiation reactions. So rose bengal structure is provided here. That is the system with the three-membered tricyclic system with the oxygen pyran ring it is, and one more side we have either benzene moiety with a polychlorofunctional group with the sodium acetate, sodium carboxylate system, and here we have sodium alkoxide, and here ketonic group is there. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 tetraiodo units are present within the molecule. So it is the system used to facilitate photocatalytic reactions. Under light, it will becomes like a sensitizer used to facilitate the reactions under light irradiation conditions. So that is the catalyst we are adding. So oxygen rose bengal will be a term which can be employed at option number A. Then let us move on to B. What will be B? In order to convert this adduct compound into a saturated one. Here you can see one of the double bond is there. After reacting with something, that is converted into a saturated one. Obviously, we have to add reducing agent. Whenever hydrogen is added, that will be reduced into the saturated compound. We have to find out what will be the sequence of reagents required for material to product conversion. Let us go with starting material called cyclohexadiene. It should be added with a molecular oxygen in the presence of catalyst called rose bengal. And after the addition, what happens here? First, it will be added through the one intermediate. Being it is a concerted mechanism, we can apply certain mechanism for the formation of final order. How it could be here? When oxygen binds to one of the carbon atom and remaining 3 carbons are experiencing partial double bond character. So here electrons are delocalized among these three carbon atoms, which is indicated with the dotted line. This is a resonance structure. And one more end of the oxygen is also having a charge. So this will be bounded to any the carbon atom of the center. 1,4 addition is possible, and simultaneously one of the pi bond is shifted in between these 2 carbon atoms. And here oxygen-oxygen linkage is possible in between 1, 4 carbon atoms. So it is a simple Diels-Alder reaction. And here is the product formed, which is said to be a 2, 3 dioxabicyclo 2, 2, 2 oct5-ene. So it is a 8-membered 8 carbon system, and at 5th position we have a double bond, right? So this is product generated. After getting this, it should be converted into a saturated one. That is possible with the addition of potassium diazine 1,2-dicarboxylate. This is a catalyst which used to facilitate this reduction of product into a saturated compound. What is that? Potassium diazine 1,2-dicarboxylate, which used to add the hydrogen and gives the whatever we require. So for that purpose, suitable reagent A will be oxygen in the presence of rose bengal. Even oxygen added but rose bengal is not there, what happens? That reaction will not be facilitated because we need the catalyst, right? Under photochemical conditions, we got product through Diels-Alder reaction. After that, what will be B? B should be this other compound in the presence of acidic medium, so that reduction got carried and we got the saturated final product. So that series exactly mentioned in the option number 2. For question number 112, option number 2 is the correct answer. Let us move on to question number 113. Again, it is a part of organic chemistry. The correct combination of reagents required for the effect the following conversion is. We are taking a starting material, benzene, and here we have N, N diethylamide. N, N diethylamide being it is the tertiary amide, tertiary nitrogen, and directly linked with double bond was said to be a amide. Now, what will be formed? So upon treating with the suitable reagents among 4 options, it turned into a compound with the ardo-iodo. So this is the amide moiety present on the first carbon. At ardo position, we got iodo functional group. Iodination is required. For that purpose, what will be the suitable series of reagents required? For that purpose, let us see the exact mechanism. Butyl lithium when added. What is the nature of butyl lithium? Organolithium compounds, these are the strong bases. So this can be employed on this moiety at minus 78 degrees centigrade temperature, extremely low temperature can be employed being it is highly reactive base. So it will be added at ortho position because when carbon double bond carbonyl group is there adjacent to position obviously becomes an acidic one and having strong feasibility to remove the H plus, so that we got carbene. Here the formation of carbene is possible in the ortho position. Then we got carbene intermediate. That carbene intermediate now added with the 1,2 diiodoethane. 1,2 diiodoethane was added being it is an iodinating agent. It is a kind of iodinating agent. Iodo group will be added here and we got ardo-iodo-amide product. So amide product is obtained by treating with butyl lithium at minus 78 degrees centigrade followed by diiodoethane. So all these are provided in option number 4. For question number 113, option number 4 is the correct answer. Let us move on to question number 114. Consider a particle confined to a cubic box. The degeneracy of the level that has the energy twice that of lowest level will be. Okay, so it is the question from quantum mechanics where particle confined in the cubic box, degeneracy of the level, energy twice than that of the lowest level to be predicted, right? So for energy level of 2-dimensional box is given as E n1 n2 n3 is equal to n1 square by l1 square plus n2 square by l2 square plus n3 square by l3 square into h square by 8m. This is the energy level profile, right? So when we apply 0 point energy, that means ground state energy when applied, it will be E11 is equal to, this should be a subscript, E11 is equal to 3h square by 8 ml square. E11 is equal to 3h square by 8 ml square, right? Energy is 2 times to the lowest level. That's the reason why 2E is equal to 3 into 2h square by 8 ml square. It will become 2E is equal to 6h square by 8 ml square. And moreover, this 2 will go that side. E is equal to 6 by 2h square by 8 ml square. It will become 3h square by 8 ml square. Now it will become lowest level will be third one. That is provided in the option number 1. For question number 114, option number 1 is the correct answer. Let us move on to question number 115. Only 2 products are obtained in the following reaction sequence. The structure of products from the list 1 to 4 are, right? So this is a kind of system you can clearly observe that alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, it is treated with sodamide. Upon treating with sodamide, we got sodamide and eventually with a dibromoethane. Dibromoethane is also added and then we have to find out what could be the final product. So here what they are asking, the structure of the products from the list 1 to 4. not only a single product, there is a possibility of multi-dimensional mechanism. So we will achieve more than one product. That's the reason why you can observe all the options. We got a mixture of two products rather than a single major product, right? So let us see the mechanism and how it could be a mixture of two products instead of a single one. Then we are taking a alpha beta unsaturated carbonylic compound and treated with sodamide. What is the nature of sodamide? Sodamide is a strong base and used to abstract the H place and eventually generate the carbene. Carbene can be generated in this manner, which in turn stabilized by the delocalization because it is in the conjugation with so many, this double bond and even this double bond O. There is a conjugation. That's the reason why whatever carbene generated is highly stable, and this will be migrated, and simultaneously this pi bond is shifted towards this side and added with the dibromoethane. So here you can clearly observe that bromo being it is a bitter leaving group, and here is the addition of this ethylene moiety. Here is the alkylation rather than halogenation. You can clearly observe that here is the alkylation rather than halogenation. So this negative charge is shifted and this pi bond is migrated. Here you could achieve negative charge. That negative charge will binded with the CH2 so that you will get a three-membered ring system at this position. This is one of the product from this starting material. And we have one more possibility to get a negatively charged carbene ion. What is that? When sodium amide is added, in either provision is here CH3 group is there, that can be treated with a strong base, and here you can achieve a carbene ion formation. Again, you can say it will be the more stable because again it is in the conjugation with the two pi bonds also. So that negative charge will be delocalized and this pi bond is migrated. So here negative charge can be originated, that will be binded with this alkyl ethane, so that here again three-membered ring system is generated with the exocyclic double bond. This is said to be an exocyclic double bond which is outside of the ring, right? So here two kind of product formations are possible. Both are six-membered ring system rather than this kind of system, Narbonne system, right? So six-membered ring systems are available in the option number 1 and 2. These two are the mixture of products. Those are provided in the option number 1. For question number 115, option number 1 is the answer. Let us move on to question number 116. We are taking the 7-membered ring. The major product A in the following reaction is, we are taking a 7-membered ring system with the oxygen heteroatom and 3 pi bonds are in the conjugation. You can say this is a conjugated system, but here conjugation was lost because here two ends there is no pi bond. Alternate pi bond should be present. It is not ended with complete conjugation, but 3 bonds are in the conjugated system only. Now it is added with the estellenic moiety upon heat conditions. What could be the final product, right? So here is the possibility of 2 pi electrons from this system and 6 pi electrons from this 7-membered ring system will participate. This is said to be a 2 plus 6 cycloaddition reaction. Again, it is a kind of photochemistry question from photochemistry. 2 plus 6 cycloaddition is possible among these two, and we will achieve a condensed product. Here is the starting material, 7-membered ring known to be a oxypin. So this oxypin is treated with the acetylene moiety having 2 ends ester functional groups, and it will participate in 2 and 6, 2 plus 6 cycloaddition reaction, so that it turned into a Narbonne system, Narbonne-diene system with a epoxide ring. This is said to be a 3-membered ring with oxygen heteroatom is called epoxide. This epoxide ring is originated at this terminal center of Narbonne-diene, right? So that is clearly observed in the option number 1, right? So this is a kind of reaction where 2 plus 6 cycloaddition reaction got carried, so that we will achieve the adductive product in this manner. So that compound number 1 is the correct answer for question number 116. Let us move on to question number 117. The products A and B in the following reaction sequence. Again, it is a kind of organic chemistry, and you can say it is the reagent chemistry. Suitable reagents are added, and what could be the compound A and eventually converted into final product B. For that purpose, we have to go with the starting material. It is a system with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7 carbon straight chain heptene chain with the 2 methyl groups and added with selenium dioxide. What is the purpose of selenium dioxide? It is a mild oxidizing agent. Wherever that eventually turned into a aldehyde group. Okay, allylic carbon got oxidized partially, being it is a mild oxidizing agent. Only aldehyde conversion, but not next step carboxylic acid retarded. Only aldehyde origination is possible, especially at the allylic center. Here you can clearly observe double bond. This methyl becomes allyl. This methyl also becomes allyl. Let us see where allyl position got oxidized. Here in option number 1, you can see. Option number 2 also you can see allyl oxidation. Option number 3, option number 4. In all the options, allyl oxidation, that means selenium dioxide reaction got carried in all 4 options. That is clear. Only the deciding factor is option number, final product B. For that purpose, after getting this aldehyde, that will be treated with sodium cyanide. Sodium cyanide, when added to aldehyde, what happens? It is a kind of nucleophilic addition, and we will get the addition product called a cyanohydrin. Cyanohydrin further treated with manganese dioxide, partially oxidized form got generated. Isopropyl alcohol was added, protic solvent it is. So it used to convert the functional group. Functional group transformation is possible, and that will be treated with dimethylamine. It is a secondary amine system. And finally, you will get amide. Amide will be generated. That is given in the option number 1. Option number 2, ester may not be possible. When we are adding amine, how could you achieve this ester? So option number 2, 3 can be discarded in the primary level because both are esters. There is no way for the origination of this one. And even in the option number 4, we got the amide linkage. There is a possibility of option number A, R, D. So let us see how it could be. Then first, let us discuss about selenium dioxide. Selenium dioxide is said to be an oxidizing agent generally employed in the allylic oxidation. It is a specific oxidizing agent for the allylic carbon, and corresponding allylic alcohols get converted into aldehyde compound. That is the purpose of selenium dioxide. And we are taking this straight chain of 7 carbons with a double bond and 2 methyl side chains. What we can say? What could be the IUPAC name of the compound? Let us assign numbering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Its second carbon double bond is there. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Second and the sixth. 2, 6. Dimethyl N hepta to ene. That is the IUPAC name of this straight chain. Now it will be added with the selenium dioxide under reflex conditions, and the dioxane is working like a solvent media. Whenever it is added, aldehyde, already we know that selenium dioxide is a characteristic oxidizing agent for allylic oxidation. Here you could achieve aldehyde group at this terminal center. Later, sodium cyanide. So when sodium cyanide is there, Na plus Cn minus will be the polarization. The Cn minus will be added to aldehydic center, and it turned into a CO minus, and carbon added with the cyano. There is an extension of carbon chain is possible. One more carbon is added to the chain. Later, manganese dioxide, it used to oxidize. Here we have a system with which resembles alcohol, right? When manganese dioxide was added, corresponding carbonyl group will be generated. So being it is a secondary carbon, you can achieve ketone group. So here C double bond with Cn will be generated. Now it is treated with isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol, what it will do? Nucleophilic substitution is possible. How? Cyano group is eliminated and O prop group will be added. Means propoxy group will be added. Isopropoxy group will be added, and now it turned into a ester system. This is called a ester system. Now ester is treated with secondary amine. What happens? So secondary amine will replace this ester functional group. That means alkoxy group will be replaced with this amine, and the final product will be amide. In this, how many functional group transformations you can see? First, we got aldehyde. Aldehyde converted into nitrile. Nitrile converted into ketonitrile. Ketonitrile converted into ester. Ester finally converted into amide. So these many functional group transformations you can observe in the single reaction sequence, right? So the final product will be amide system, and that is clearly given in the option number D, right? For question number 117, option number D will be the correct answer. Let us move on to question number 118. Again, it is a part of physical chemistry, right? A special part of the wave function of the atom in its ground state, 1 is 1, 1 is 2, the spin part would be, right? So here, special part of the wave function was given. So any wave function was given. So for any wave function, there are two kind of dimensions. One is a space function, second is spin function. So psi total of the wave function is assigned with the product of space wave function and spin wave function. It is the product of space and spin. Space wave function value is provided. What is spin part of the wave function to be predicted? For that purpose, spatial part of the wave function is given as 1 is 1, 1 is 2. Spin part to be calculated. Overall wave functions should become anti-symmetric. Okay. So here, the wave function is equal to wave function of the space function and wave into wave function of a spin function. So for that purpose, first let us calculate space as well as spin. So first let us consider space part. For that purpose, psi A is given with 1 electron, psi B is given with second electron, and it will be a symmetric one. For atoms HA and HB, we are considering atom HA, hydrogen A atom, hydrogen B atom will be considered here. Here pi A1, pi B2 can be taken for these two, right? So here the possible orientations of the wave functions will be like this. It can be taken as, for space part, it can be taken as psi A1 into psi B2. And the second possibility, psi A2 into psi B1. This is the second possibility. And third will be psi A2 into psi B1 plus psi A2 into psi B1. So this is another possibility. In all these cases, you can find a symmetry. Symmetric origination is there because we are not discarding any molecule. Just addition or multiplication is possible. Hence, up to this third wave function, you can say it is the kind of symmetric origination only, symmetric orientation only. But when we go with the fourth wave functions for the space part, psi A2 into psi B1 minus psi A2 into psi B1 can be taken. This is antisymmetric in nature. Only one will be antisymmetric. Then psi A12 is equal to psi A21 can be symmetric. Psi A12 is equal to psi A21. It becomes minus psi A21 will become antisymmetric because we changed the sign. Magnitude of the sign will be changed so that it will become antisymmetric. Then let us consider spin part. When HA, HB were taken, HA is assigned with first electron, HB were assigned with the second electron. It is not the two electrons, it will be second electron, right? So spin part when considered, we have to indicate the spin motion. Here, in first case, electron will be assigned with a clockwise rotation. The second electron also assigned with a clockwise rotation. If it is indicated with the clockwise rotation, that means upper spin is there, that is denoted with alpha. Alpha is given for upper spin. If electron is moving in the anti-clockwise rotation, right, that is denoted with the beta. Beta is denoted for down spin. The first possibility is both will be up. Second possibility, both will be down. Third possibility, up and down. Fourth possibility, down and up. These many possibilities are there for spin part. Let us assign wave functions for this. Psi spin is equal to alpha 1, alpha 2. Electrons may reside in a clockwise manner, and second electron also clockwise manner. This is the fifth spin orientation. And psi spin is equal to beta 1, beta 2. Means both are down spins. This one, both are down spin denoted with beta, right? So here beta 1, beta 2. First electron in beta motion, second electron also in the beta motion. So both are said to be symmetric in nature because both electrons having same spin, same direction. And psi spin alpha 1, beta 2. Alpha 1, beta 2. That means one is up, second is down. And fourth possibility, alpha 2, beta 1. Up, down be there. So these are said to be neither asymmetric nor symmetric. Okay, so symmetry is not there, asymmetry is also not there. And moreover, alpha 1, beta 2 plus beta 1, alpha 2. 1 second, please. Here alpha is missing. Alpha 1 beta 2 plus beta 1 alpha 2. This is one possibility. Alpha 1 beta 2 minus beta 1 alpha 2. So here another possibility is there. This becomes asymmetric because it is associated with subtraction, right? That's why you can say this is an asymmetric one. Then psi is equal to pi a1 pi 2b. So space part will become symmetric. If space part is symmetric in nature, only the possibility for spin part will be that should be anti-symmetric in nature. So in order to get the anti-symmetric, if you observe all the given 4 options, option 1 is symmetric, option 2 is symmetric, option 3 is symmetric, only 4th option is asymmetric, being it is donated with the subtraction symbol. So only 4th option is given with the asymmetric node for the spin part for this kind of ground state electronic configuration. So for question number 118, option number D is the correct answer. Let us move on to question number 119. The number of phases, components, degrees of freedom when argon is added to the equilibrium mixture of nitric oxide, oxygen, and nitrogen dioxide gas phase are respectively, right? So it is a question from phase rule, right? So physical chemistry phase rule question it is. Now let us consider one fundamental thing. So in order to predict the number of phases, especially for the gaseous species, I'm taking a container, halo container. In that halo container, we filled with a mixture of so many gases. Okay. So and completely closed with the lid. So is it possible to identify which gas is present in that container? There is no provision in order to identify where nitrogen is there, where oxygen is there, where argon is there, where chlorine is there. It is not possible to identify the individual gases which are present in the mixture. That's the reason why we can't find the confined boundaries around each and every gas. But when you take oil and water in a container, it is possible to identify where water is there, where oil is there. So there is a particular boundary. You can say 2 different phases are there. Even both are liquids, you can identify both are different phases. In that manner, for any gaseous mixture, we can assign the number of phases are 1 only. Whatever the gaseous components are there, that may be oxygen nitrogen mixture, that may be argon krypton mixture, that may be mixture of more than 2 gases even. All mixture of gases can be considered as a one phase always, one phase always. That's why. So what they are asking for, number of phases, being nitric oxide gas, oxygen is the gas, nitrogen dioxide is the gas, and even argon is also gas. If all are gases in nature, you can say number of phases will be only 1. So first question we solved, number of phases completed. Then the thing to be solved will be components and degrees of freedom. These to be solved. And let us move on to, in order to solve number of components and degrees of freedom, we have to write the chemical equation carried between nitric oxide with oxygen and a formation of nitrogen dioxide. When nitric oxide is added with the oxygen of half mole, there is a formation of nitrogen dioxide is possible, and we can assign that reaction is carried in the equilibrium conditions. Equilibrium is nothing but there is a possibility of reactant and product are existing in the same concentration, and there is a balanced equation, and completely reactants and products are in the equal share, right? So and being all are gases, you can say single phase is there, and being it is a homogeneous mixture, single phase will be assigned for this one. And we can say here 2 component system, means by mixing these two, it is possible to get the final product. And when final product got decomposed and mixture of these 2 compounds are generated, that's why mixture of these 2 are considered as one component, and the product is considered as another component. Means how many components are there? 1 plus 2 component system it is. When 2 component system were there, we are going to add one more chemical substance, that is argon. Argon will be added, right? Whenever argon is added to the system, the number of components will be increased by 1. Now components will become 3. What is one? First component is mixture of nitric oxide and oxygen. Second component is nitrogen dioxide. Third component is argon, what we are adding, that is the noble gas. Okay, so it is a 3-component system, monophase system. Now, what could be solved? Degrees of freedom. So, degrees of freedom, we have the formula for the phase rule. F is equal to C minus P plus 2 is the formula. F denotes what? Number of degrees of freedom. C denotes what? Number of components present. P denotes number. P is equal to 1. C is equal to 3. We already solved this, so that we can substitute here. F is equal to 3. C is equal to 3, right? That's why we can substitute C with 3, and the number of phases will be only 1. So 3 minus 1 plus 2. 3 minus 1 will be 2. 2 plus 2, it will be 4. How many variables are there? Degrees of freedom will be 4. So phases are only 1. Then components are 3. Degrees of freedom will be 4. All are given in the option number 3. For question number 119, option number 3 is the correct answer. This is purely based on the formula of phase rule, that is F is equal to C minus P plus 2. If you know C, P, it is possible to identify F by using this empirical formula. Now, let us discuss about the last question of this series. Question number 120. The major product formed in the following reaction is, it is a part of organic chemistry again. So here bicyclic ring system was given, added with the tosyl chloride. Here is the structure for tosyl chloride. Paratoluene sulfonyl chloride is called tosyl chloride, and mild basic conditions pyridine will be added as a catalyst, right? So always the tosyl chloride is a capping agent, protecting agent for hydroxy functional group. Whenever tosyl chloride is added to this one, what happens? This chloro group is discarded, and this hydrogen from hydroxy will be discarded and eventually turned into O-tosyl group. In that manner, it will be protected. It will be capped. Later, it will participate in the rearrangement reaction in order to achieve the symmetrical molecule. So here you can observe that it is not the symmetrical bicyclic molecule. When it turned into an Arbonian type of system, then it will become symmetric molecule. That's why within the molecule rearrangement get carried and we will get the final product of Arbonian system. Let us see the detailed mechanism for this reaction. We are taking the starting material and the numbering of the carbons also assigned. Always the priority is given for bridged carbon, so that here bridged carbon is assigned with number 1, followed by second carbon with hydroxy, third carbon, fourth, fifth, sixth carbon, again it is the bridged one, and the seventh carbon will be there. This will be the numbering of the carbons for this bicyclic ring system. It will be added with tosyl chloride in the presence of pyridine base catalyst. So being tosyl chloride is a protecting agent, hydroxy group HCl will be discarded, O-tosyl will be obtained with the same stereochemistry, right? So if it is back end, that can be represented in this manner. Tosyl group will be generated. If tosyl group is eliminated from this center, and you can achieve a carbocation at this carbon atom, but it is not highly stable, so that this alkyl group carbocation generated whenever bridgehead carbocation is there, that will be more stable when compared to this one. That's the reason why within the molecule rearrangement is possible in such a way. This entire group will be shifted from this position to adjacent carbocation position, and we will change the position of carbocation in this manner. Now it will become highly symmetric molecule. Being it is symmetric, the carbocation will be highly stable in nature, and that now added with the tosyl functional O-tosyl functional group again, and stereochemistry retention is possible. Initially it is axial, and again you can achieve the same retention of the stereochemistry at the center, and the O-tosyl group will be generated with the axial orientation. That is provided in option number 2. For question number 120, option number 2 is the correct answer. By this, series 5 of CSIR NET JRF Chemical Science, June 2014, part C was completed. I think this kind of discussion of previous year question paper will fetching you for your preparation. It will be helpful to you. Thank you very much for your patience listening. Thank you one and all.